everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 77 of Direwolf20's Enigmatica 2 Expert Mode series, where today shenanigans are abound. So I literally just sat down ready to record, right? And I'm like, so what I want to do today is maybe automate this little elite crafting table that we just set up, get him downstairs, get ready to do the things that we were going to do last episode, right? So the things we're working on are as such. I need to make a crafting core from Extended Crafting mod, which requires 4 pedestals, 2 osmiridium ingots, and some crystalline components. The crystalline components requiring crystalline ingots, and the crystalline ingots made an elite crafting table with this recipe. So I'm like, let's set up the elite crafting table to be automated and try and do that today, right? So we're gonna that's our plan, right? Nether star nuggets, you're killing me, Smalls. So I was like, all right, let's go start ready to record. And I went like, why is this taking so long to break? And then I looked at the harvest level and I said, TerraSteel? What? TerraSteel harvesting? Oh man, I don't have any TerraSteel. Like I have the TerraSteel, I have a couple TerraSteel items like this, but I can't melt that down, right? So I'm like, do I have to do TerraSteel in today's episode? I just didn't feel like, I was like, I was in a role to like, I have a task, right? And I wanted to get through it, and like that was annoying to me. So I'm like, what? I can't see what these are, but I looked through JEI for sharpening kits, and I'm pretty sure the red one here is Supremium, which makes sense. That would probably come after TerraSteel. And I feel like the yellow one in here is Awakened Draconium. Well, we definitely don't have Awakened Draconium going on today. But Supremium, on the other hand, well, that only needs a Supremium ingot, which needs Supremium Essence, which we get from killing Withers. Remember, Withers drop that stuff? So I just down-converted it all the way through to the base ingots, and I've got what I need. So that's, you know, good times. So Flint and that gives me a Supremium sharpening kit, which means I should now be able to... Wouldn't it have been super annoying? How annoying would it have been if I had broken that and not realized it, and like it just like destroyed the crafting table? Now I can only assume, I don't know. I don't want to test it, but I'm like wondering like if I had used the pick I had, if it would have destroyed the crafting table, like, you know, and you don't get anything, or if it would have dropped anyway. Because some blocks drop anyway, and sometimes they get destroyed. Anyway, long story short, today I'd like to look at how to automate this thing. Because I said to myself, it looks like a vanilla crafting table, and that's going to be super annoying to automate, unless there's something built into the mod to allow automation. And while looking in JEI, I found there's an automation interface. Sweet. But that needs an elite catalyst. All right, cool. So automation interface. It needs crystalline components as well. So maybe I have to make a few of these just to get the automation interface working. So I'm putting you back down. All right, so crystalline components, right? So automation interface requires 2 crystalline components. A crystalline component is 2 crystalline ingots, so we need 4 crystalline ingots. So we need diamonds, lapis, iron, gold, and nether star nuggets, right? So diamonds, lapis, iron, gold, and nether star nuggets, right? So how many crystalline components am I going to get out of you? 4 of them. Perfect. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed. All right, so now back to you. Automation interface, right? We need crystalline components times 1, 2, right? And then we need black iron frames, which is that. And then we need 4 of these. And we need 1 of these. Sweet. And Bob's your uncle. So let's figure out how this thing works. So we're going to want an interface. Just get me like 10 of those so that I have them for ready when I need them. And some ME smart cables. And where are you going to live, buddy? So I know I've got some channels back here. Might not be a bad place. Might not be a bad place. But I also have to figure out like how things work, right? And we've got plenty of channels on this thing too, don't we? Like we've got 6 going here. Okay, so like this little miscellaneous crafting room back here should be sufficient, and I don't think this needs power, right? So I should be able to just let's check it out. So from what I've read, you put it on top. table check, recipe unchecked, right? So we need to specify a recipe. Auto insert. The interface will automatically insert items from the inventory to the direction specified. Up, north, southwest, east, none. Auto extract. The interface will automatically extract items into the inventory in the direction specified. Why like down? Up, north, south. Where's down? Auto eject is off. Okay. The interface will automatically eject items from the input slot into the output slot if the item can't be inserted into the table. Smart insert. The interface will not allow auto insert to insert items into the input slot that can't be inserted. Okay, cool. That sounds good. So we do need power, it looks like. So hey, power, buddy. Where's me some power? Incoming dire wire. I need to create a mod that's called dire wire. That would be cool. Incoming dire wire. All right, where's my interfaces? Thank you. All right, so let's figure out how this thing works, right? So you should get a channel. Get a channel, please. Thank you. You've got power now, right? Save recipe. Oh, no, clear recipe. I guess what I need to do, let's get another one of these, right? And do that. And then if I hit save recipe. Ah, haha. Step 1, complete. All right, so I'm not entirely sure how this works, but I'm going to try auto extract on up. So I'm hoping what will happen is it knows, hey, cool, it renders a little thing in there. That's cool. It knows what it's making. So I'm hoping what will happen is it'll automatically extract the recipe to the up direction. Does that sound like it's about right? Oh. So let's do U as a processing pattern. Is this okay? We're gonna totally have to do this. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 diamonds, right? And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 10 lapis, right? And then it's 4 iron and 2 gold. 4 iron. 2 gold, right? And then it's 4 nether star nuggets. And that's what we're looking at. And here's what I'm going to try to do. Two gold. 4 iron, right? So we're gonna see if this works. I'm gonna see if I can like put stuff in here manually. So if I put that in here, okay. Well, that's nifty. Boom. And then did that make the crystalline ingot? It did, I think. Right? And we get 1 of these. So let's write that pattern. And we're going to try inserting it into here and see if this works, right? So we put that in there. And all right, why are you crystalline ingot? All right, so we have everything we need. So we hit start. Hey, look, it worked. Beautiful. All right, so that's neat. So we configured it to auto extract up, and I assume what that means is it'll automatically extract the item out of the output slot and stick it up into the interface. I'm thinking smart insert means it won't accept items that don't belong. And auto eject, it seems like if you do put something that from the input slot into the output slot, if the item can't be inserted into the table. So I think what that means is if the item can't go into the table, it'll spit it out the top. I don't know. It works. It works. We've got crystalline ingots. Yay! I think the only other thing we need to do now is probably... So, like, that should make another one, but I bet the next craft will fail. Probably because I didn't teach you how to make nether star nuggets. Correct. So then the only other thing left to do would be this. And make that recipe over here. Okay. So with that taken care of now, right, we should be good to make the extended... One of these days in my life, I will eventually remember this. So we need 3 crystalline components in here, right? And 2 osmiridium ingots, which we'll take care of in a minute. But that's going to require 6 crystalline ingots. So give me 2 more of those bad boys. Bada bing, bada boom. That should craft no problem. Nice. I like it. Crystalline components, right? So we're going to want... crystalline components, we're going to want 3. Cool. And there's those 5, right? So we need 4 of them, and then we just need the 2 osmiridium and 5 liquefacted coal buckets. And then osmiridium ingots can be made in the ingot former or casting. So it looks like we need to cast this. So our goal will be to alloy 1 osmium and 1 iridium, right? So 2 of you, and then 2 iridium ingots. So iridium ore. How do we process you? Yay, quadrupling. Yay for quadrupling. Bada bing, bada boom. Right down the line. There we go. Hooray. So 2 of you. Upstairs. Do this. So you 2 and you 2. Let's give you a little bit of, I don't feel like waiting help. Let's get an ingot cast. Right, you go back in there, sharpening kit, you're my ingot cast. You guys are osmium melted, iridium taking a little bit longer to melt, but not a surprise there on iridium taking a while. Hey, at least we don't need blazing pyrotheum, right? Molten osmiridium. Boom, we got 4 buckets of that stuff. Sweet. Or 4 ingots worth. So that's cool. So there's the 2 we need. And here's 2 extra for later. Okay, so let's take this down to our manual crafting coal factory thingy, right? So you are going to go in here. 2 of you, 4 of you, and the 3 of you, and then we just need the liquefacted coal buckets. Huzzah! The crafting core. Nice! Alright, so another progress step completed. So let's go figure out how this machine works, because I don't know. I should really start putting buckets away. So now we need some draconium, right? Now we've gotten lots of draconium, right? Ish. How do I process you guys? Can I... I love it. Love it, love it, love it. We're doing the thing. Yes, please. Do the thing down the line. Purifying. Doing the thing. Doing the thing. Doing the thing. Haha. Sweet. Alright, so I need 1 block of you to get the empowered block of draconium. And I'm sure things will get more ramped up as things go through, right? I have no idea how this crafting mechanic works, though. So what I'm going to do is put you here, right? Crafting core. Pedestals found, 0. No recipes found. Okay, so you need power, clearly. Pedestal. Like, can this just go anywhere? Pedestals found 1. Okay, so he totally found it. But here's what I'm noticing, is it's the core that needs power, not the pedestals. And look at you with an internal buffer. Sweet. So you are filling up your internal buffer. There's a reason, clearly, that I'm doing this here, right? It's funny, if I click on the... Oh, I bet the top, I have to click to put the item in there? That makes sense. All right, can I just pop this dude here for now? Does that seem fair? Yes. So then what? If I want... Do I need 2 draconium blocks, you think? I feel like I probably do. So I bet one goes here, and one goes here. And look, things are happening. Sweet. RF cost, 2 billion. RF rate, 10 million. Right? So the rate at which we can pump power in is 10 million. But my understanding is that it should just go, right? So this thing will eventually output 125, right? So this will drain 2 billion over a period of time, and then eventually we'll get our charged draconium blocks, I guess. So I guess we just be patient because right now we're only outputting 125,000 RF a tick. So it'll be a few minutes, but I'm going to let that run, and presumably we come back in a few minutes and find that we have that stuff that we need, right? So remember, the whole point of this was flux stuff, right? So I think it's time to start EnderIO. So we can start EnderIO so that we can get this guy and this guy. But this thing is going to be possible because of charged draconium, right? And I think we get 2 charged draconium from this craft, which is good because we need 2 octadic capacitors, which is going to need charged draconium. So EnderIO time? Sound fair? Right? So I think it's about time we got into EnderIO. I mean, we've been using their conduits for about ever, right? Requires EnderIO. I agree. Is the EnderIO gate not unlocked? Okay, no, it is unlocked, but we're going to detect submit. Simple machine chassis. Oh, we have to actually make one. Okay, yeah. Chassis. Simple machine chassis. Bada bing, bada boom, right? So you need infinity bimetal gears, which is made like this, with iron, please. Stop being weird things. Chassis. Okay, and what else do you need that's weird? Titanium alumide plate. I am almost certain that we don't have that. And dark iron bars. I think we know dark iron. We know dark steel. Dark iron bars is dark steel ingots worth, right? So I should probably just teach you real quick. I can put my magnet back on, right? And then what else do we need for a chassis here? We need titanium alumide ingots, right? To be turned into titanium alumide plates. So first off, I need you in the plate recipe guy. Automatic precision dropper? That sounds about right. And then how do we make titanium alumide? Can we make it in the alloy furnace? Okay, that works. Aluminum and titanium ingot. Alloy furnace recipe. Boom. And how are we on some titanium? Hey, we have a lot. Sweet. Did I put rutile in the auto process? I feel like I must have because we have so much of it. Yeah, we don't have any rutile in the AE system, which means it must be auto exporting for us. And boo, rain. But at least it's raining at night. Saves me an extra click. All right, back to work. See how nice it is being able to just like poof, do. So now I should be able to pop all these dudes over here. And you should know how to make chassis. And look how close we are to having an auto crafting problem. We are literally like the last 2 interfaces. Crazy. Can you make me like 6 of these? Yes, you can. Wow, look at all that auto crafting that's about to kick off. Welcome to Enigmatica 2, where we wait for auto crafting to occur. All right, I'll be back in 5 minutes when this is all done, and I'll be keeping an eye on this guy. I mean, we're cooking, right? We're cooking. Man, this thing's taking a long time to craft, but I like it. One of the things that happens in modded Minecraft a lot is you run into packs where, like, you have mods like Extra Utilities, right, with a Rainbow Generator that can do 25 million RF a tick power gen, right? And, like, Draconic Evolution that can store, like, trillions of RF, right? Most mods don't ever need that. Like, even a little bit. Not even, like, a percentage point of that is needed for anything. Right, so I like how it seems like in this pack, there's definitely some, like, big numbers in the end game, right? Like, I think we're going to see even bigger numbers than 10 million RF to craft, right? And that's kind of cool, right? Like, assuming it goes well, scaling and progression-wise, you know, that's kind of cool, right? Hey, our first simple machine chassis is done. Woot! Kind of want to get this with a couple more pedestals set up down here in place of this. Mostly because I feel like the power transfer will go better. I might be wrong about that, but I don't know. It might be a little bit faster. But hey, look, simple machine chassis. Quest complete. What is up? Claim. Give me another one of those bad boys. Ooh, and a flint and steel. Thank you for a very weird... Oh, because of yes. And what are those stupid things called? I keep wanting to call them bedrockium, but they're grains of infinity, right? Which I don't even know where I got it from, right? But we've got a flint and steel. We've got two of them, for that matter. Let's find ourselves some bedrock. And let's make sure that we have our destruction gadget ready here, because we're going to want you. Now, we also have the fire starter from Cyclic. Do you need power, Mr. Firestarter? Because I remember wanting to try something with this guy at some point in the past. Dispenser recipe by Quark? Okay. Oh, that's neat. That's a cool recipe. I like that. You take a dropper and you can turn it into a dispenser. Tell me how to make sticks, buddy. Fire starter. I want to test this with iron nuggets we need. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Do you need power? What do you need, buddy? Talk to the dyer. What do you need? You look like you need power. Alright. RF dude. You're already set with stuff, right? All out, please. All out, please. Huh, that's funny. Fire type fire, dark fire, frost fire, and fire. Okay. Interesting. Sweet. You seem to only start the fire in, like, a specific point, though, don't you? Yeah, I was hoping you'd, like, cycle through a range of locations or something. But I could work with this. Did I just burn him up? That's a possibility. I totally did. Not that it was an expensive craft by any stretch of the imagination, right? But that's just funny. Go, Dyer, go. Right. I like this recipe. It makes it, I mean, a little bit easier because you don't have to make a bow. Right? And then a ranged collector and an ender chest. We may or may not have the resources for. Oh boy, we do. Yay. Right, are you done yet? Come on, Chief. You're still working on that stuff. This thing should be a quick craft. Won't be too long. Because I'm going to try and automate Grains of Infinity a little bit. And we'll have to chunk load. Don't let me forget to chunk load. That's an important step. And we're going to want some Grains of Infinity on us. Let's pop down to bedrock. So the way this works, for anybody who's watching who has not seen this before, you light bedrock on fire, and after 30 seconds, the fire will go out, and you have a 50-50 chance of getting Grains of Infinity. That's literally it, right? So what I'm going to do is set up the fire starter here. Like that, with a range of 1, always on. And can I just do that? Because that should work. that's fine. Range of 1, sure, why not? I wish I could, like, dynamically change this, because it would be cool if we could have, like, some automated process that, like, tick, 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 right? And it goes down the line. Hey, look, it worked. We just got one. We just got a Grains of Infinity. Sweet. Hey, Ranged Collector, your job here will be whitelisting Grains of Infinity so that when I drop you, you should be cool, right? I just want to look at the note. Use flint to start a fire on redstone signal. Can face any direction. Chance to consume flint. I don't see it using flint. So that's a lie. It just runs forever. Which I like, because that's, you know, 100% what we want, right? So let's make sure this just keeps going, because it should. And then we're going to... I didn't bring any item conduits, did I? All right, so what I'm going to do is make sure that this chunk that I'm in is loaded. Cool. I didn't put these in different chunks because that's, you know, 100% a dire thing to do. And then to home. Right. And then we're going to want conduits. And then we're going to want to fly back down there. And this should just basically get us... At this, like, it's going to be a stupid amount. It's just going to keep going, right? So, like, every time I go look, there's going to be more and more Grains of Infinity because this is just going to run forever, literally. If I cared about the speed, like if I got to a point where I was like really low, I might throw a few more fire starters down here, which would be a super easy thing to do. Clearly, it would take me seconds to make this like a 10, you know, fire starters instead of just 1, right? But you know, you get the point, right? So we've got 3 in there, so that's good. So let's keep an eye on this. We're gonna let it sit for a few minutes. And then your up will be extracted is active. So boom, the Grains of Infinity go in there. Nice. Okay. So like, you know, we'll just let that sit for a few minutes and we'll see what happens. So right now we've got 14. We'll come back in a minute. All right. I mean, it's working. I stepped away from my computer and I came back and we have 6 more Grains of Infinity. Slow, but working. So I'm cool with that, right? If we turn around and decide, you know what, I need a lot more, then we'll just throw more fire starters down there. Not a problem. And how are my chassis doing? Sweet. How's this doing? Well, he stopped making particle effects, so that's a thing. 2x charged draconium. Hey, sweet. And look at you, just, I don't understand what's happening here. Why do you still have a thing on top of you? Why do you still have a thing on top of you? What's that all about? I'm confused. I don't understand. Input 0. So here's the thing that keeps happening, and I don't know where the problem lies, but I know that it's a problem, so that's cool. He has no power. That's the problem. He has no power, right? And as a result, you've run out of gas, and as a result, you've run out of gas, and as a result, you've run out of gas, and as a result, you're not producing power. Now watch this. You ready? This happens like semi-frequently, and I don't know what's up. Ta-da, power. Right? This thing has plenty of juice, right? So it's something weird with this wiring. Somehow this conduiting here, which granted is dire wiry, but something weird happens with it. Either it's the conduiting or it's the electrolytic separator just stops accepting power for some weird reason. And I haven't entirely figured out why that's happening. But basically what's going to happen is this is going to fill with hydrogen, right? And then this guy's going to fill up with water. Hydrogen's going to back stuff. The water is going to come back and fill up here. We've got a decent amount of potatoes. This guy's going to start running again. This guy's running again. This guy's getting some gas and dumping it into its partners. And then everybody's back up and running. So just breaking and replacing that cable every now and then seems to solve the issue, right? And now we're back to an input of, you know, a decent amount of RF a tick. And that'll climb as more ethylene fills up those generators. Because remember, the more full they are, the more efficient they are. So weird, right? Weird. But, long story short, we've got charged ender. Nice. Which can, by the way, be used to make a mob grinder. So that's cool. So it is neat to see that it was... the mob grinder is at least gated behind that thing, which is cool. Now you're also going to be used for making wyvern helms. Wow, that's a lot. Wow. 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 We basically need all the Twilight armor. And lots of things. If we want to get draconium armor, holy cow, that's a lot of steps. Whew, that is a lot of steps. That a lot of steps. All right, just to note, draconic armor, little bit pricey. And you also need these guys to get awakened draconium, which not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. A lot, but not terrible. 400 million RF. Is that the standard for awakened draconium? Is that normal? And I'm guessing awakened draconium seeds is a thing. Pricey, but a thing nonetheless. Expensive for sure, but doable. Doable. Block of nether stars. Neat. All right, so we've got shenanigans in our future. All right, so we've got the foundations of a thing, right? If we pop into our EnderIO chapter, we should see that EnderIO check and detect and claim. Huzzah! Direwolf has begun the EnderIO quest line for the win. All right, so we've got to make, at the very least, we need to make a basic machine, or industrial machine chassis, right? And that, oh, that's different. That's a cool recipe. I like that. Normally that's it. This is clearly more expensive by far, but it means we get to skip simple machines if we want for the cost of resources, which I love. Because simple machines are super slow and boring and annoying to have. So I love that I have a way to skip that if I so desire. Industrial dye blend, I'm worried to look, but we're going to look. It might be the regular recipe, or it might be shenanigans. It's the regular recipe. Yay! All right. So the problem is no, we still have to do the basic one. Bummer. So we definitely need to make the basic alloy furnace because that's the only way to get industrial dye blend, because we need organic green dye. So everything I just said about getting to skip the simple machine is a lie. So we still have to make a simple alloy furnace, and that's our plan for tomorrow's episode. So for now, Ep77 signing off. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll come back next time. I don't know why you're still rendering. I don't know if that's a rendering bug or if there's a way to get that off of there now. Like, oh, hello. What just happened? All right, I have no idea what that was all about. That was weird, right? Was that weird? I feel like that was weird. Have a potato. Might have just been a rendering bug. So yeah, that was my signing off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.